Gear is everything. Gear is the most important part of professional wrestling. And it's not just because I'm gay. Ask any real worker and he will tell you. Gear is everything. I mean, it has to tell the assembled masses everything they need to know about you in a second. You know? I mean, it is you. That's a lot of work for a little bit of spandex. You know? But, oh, and by the way, John Cena, I'm looking at you. Gear cannot and should not be purchased at Walmart. There was a period of time in comic books and in professional wrestling where costumes fell out of vogue, you know, because the prevailing thesis was that maybe like wrestlers and superheroes would be more believable if they were dressed like everybody else, you know? And so at the most you would get like some black leather, but that's it, you know? Because yes, that's the problem with wrestling. All those awesome bodies and tight spandex clothing and bright colors. That's the problem, yeah. Right. You know, I mean, like, wrestling, like all art, is a visual art. And it has to be a feast for the visual senses, right? And jean shorts and cut-up black t-shirts ain't a feast for the optic nerves, you dig? So get some trunks or some tights at least if you're going to step into the ring. Oh, but here are some guidelines. Jobbers wear white. It's exactly the opposite of Miss America, wherein my friend, a former Miss Wyoming, tells me that winners wear white. Personally, I believe if you're not getting married, introduced to society, or baptized, you should not wear white. Unless you're a jobber. Heels wear black, but you don't have to. It's not a law. You can use your imagination, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're turning. You know, like going from a heel to a face. In that case, wearing black sends a very clear message to the people. Look, I'm bad now. I'm wearing black. Wrestling is not a sport for subtlety, you know what I'm saying? Broad, clear strokes are what are needed in an arena of 40,000 people. Or 40. Or 4. So, like, for example, like, if the Undertaker were ever going to go, like, good, he would have to wear, like, a white suit and white angel wings and descend from on high, call himself the Archangel. Maybe the Overtaker. I think I made my point. I don't need to belabor this. What I'm saying is, if I was going to become something new, if I was going to become something true to myself, I had to have the right gear and the right gimmick.
I am glad you mentioned that. Okay. Let me preempt this by saying we are very impressed with what we saw in Japan. We think you're going to make a fantastic addition to the roster. But to do that, we got to hit the ground running. So, I've been bouncing a few ideas off the guys in creative, and we think we've got some ideas here that are going to rock you right out of your British nights. Let's start with my personal favorite. Okay. Professional wrestling throughout history has always had cowboy characters. They've had the Von Erichs, they've had the Blackjacks, you've had Bob Orton. You get what I'm saying? So, we give you a cowboy character. All we got to do, we get you some cowboy boots, we get you a vest, we get you a lariat, we get you a cowboy hat, and bingo! Rawhide Packer, the Butch Buckaroo. and get this, your finisher. Your finisher will be a backbreaker, but we don't call it a backbreaker, we call it the Broke Backer. You know how you do it. Okay, you know what? Hey, you're absolutely right. The cowboy thing, done to death. You know what's hot nowadays? Retro. Retro is really hot nowadays. The 80s are coming back with a vengeance, baby. I say we get in on it. So, what we do, we get you in a leotard, we get you in a sweatband, we get you in some leg warmers, and voila! Wayne Fonda! Hey, promos will be easy. All you gotta do is talk about how fat and out of shape everybody else is. They'll eat it up like candy. Hey, you can use that line. They eat up candy, that's why they're fat and out of shape, and... Moving on. You know what, you're right. Wayne Fonda, what am I thinking? What we gotta do, we gotta push the envelope. We gotta go straight for the jugular, baby. I say we pursue the whole leather and latex BDSM whips and chains angle. So, we get you in a vest. We get you in some chaps. We get you a whip and a chain. We get you one of those cute little biker hats. Donnie Matrix. Hey, think about it. It works as a face or a heel. And if you want to get on tag team action, all we got to do is team you up with Sinister Steve Sampson and S&M. Military gimmick. Corporal Cornhole. Superhero gimmick. Captain Training. Flaming Phoenix. The Salty Seaman. Point the Clown. Aha. That's, kind of the end of the list.
Actually, I sort of figured out something already.
Oh, you got something. Why didn't you tell me? Lay it on me.
Golden Boy.
Yeah.
That's it. Golden Boy. The classic wrestling gimmick. Golden Boy.
Well, okay, but what's the angle? How's the whole, you know, thing enter into it?
I'm kind of tired of the thing entering into it, you know? I kind of just, I'm tired of reacting to other people's expectations and not reacting to other people's expectations. I kind of just want to be me. And this is who I am. Golden.
Do you, happen to remember when your contract is up for renewal?
Come on, it's gonna go over huge.
Okay. Golden.
Thank you.
The Irishman, Paul O'Biter. Can you at least wear a scarf?
Yes.